bit slow in the early stages, and Kanavi has just shown so brightly. If there is, an angle for TES to go for, I think it has to be get your lanes ahead, get some winning matchups here in draft, then play for early game, play for jungle domination, and try and take Gen G down that way.
I mean, Kanavi still has 100% first blood rate. This guy has been absolutely insane in the early stages and has been finding picks like the Jarvan that facilitate that style. Kiana is going to be the jungler that is focused here from Gen G, and a lot of respect put onto that from the LCK towards the LPL jungler.
Yeah, I was listening to some of Nymira's streams when I was waiting to come to Worlds, and he was talking about how he thinks Kanavi is often the best Kiana in the world. So I'm not really too surprised that Gen G decide to get rid of it here against Kanavi. Orianna, the final ban alongside Ambessa and Wukong from Top Esports, Azir, Yanara, and Kiana, the bans from Gen G. So where are we looking for first pick?
Well, we have a lot of Ryze and Talia both open. A lot of possible picks here. Interesting going for the Vi so early on. The point and click though, very versatile, can work its way into a lot of comps.
It's also because it opens up 369 to go for the Sion pick here, because you know that Trundle is not going to be going in towards the jungle, and potentially even to take a Trundle for yourself on the opposite side. So I really like this from Top Esports, and 369 has been fantastic on this pick for so many years.
Yeah, so often a person that you look to in that top lane to be a rock, to be a foundation, a keystone around which you can build your team. 369, more often than not rolling the 9s these days, although there are a few 3s that sneak in there from time to time. Sion, his lock. We'll see where they decide to go. Expect Top Esports to look towards perhaps a jungle pick here. Could go towards mid as well, but that does give counter pick potential for Chovy. It is Aurora, so it'll be Cream locking that in for the mid lane.
All right, getting some burst damage for themselves, some flank possibilities here. Gen G answer. What are we going to get into the sign? We've seen a couple of different answers. Ambessa was the most popular. Rek'Sai and Cassante are the other kind of tanks into it. Rek'Sai has been pretty funny. I think that Flandra has been the one that deserves to be able to play Rek'Sai.
Agreed.
We've had a lot of other top laners flopping with the champion, but Keen is definitely a top laner you can trust.
Exactly, and I think it does provide good follow-up for the Vi, right? You hit that Prey Seeker onto someone who is locked up by the Vi after everyone's been scattered to the four corners, and make sure that you're able to get that dive potential. Alongside the Talia being able to spread out the fights, this feels like Gen G already setting up for a very strong team fight, but now with the Xin Zhao and Top Esports side, it's going to be answered just as evenly.
Yeah, the instant answer. I love Xin into Vi usually because you can have a lot of priority and a lot of early skirmishes versus champion. It allows your team to make a lot of those choices towards some of the early stages of these objectives. Let's see about those bottom lanes, about those world champs that will be going head-to-head down there, though. Dive comps are definitely on the table, so you think Kai'Sa, and then the other side, you want to do are we going to have counter dive? And so for those types of combinations, I guess the Kai'Sa won't be the option this time around. Then you have Xayah possibilities, spell shield possibilities for Sivir. Let's see what we end up with.
Sivir and Kai'Sa are the first two bans. I will quickly come back to the point about trusting Keen on this Rek'Sai. I think he has leveled up a lot since last year, but he's only played it twice, both of it against T1 last spring, and he lost both games. So he has definitely evolved a lot as a top laner since then, and I do trust him. I think he's one of the best top laners in the world, probably the best at the moment, at least in terms of adaptability, but it has only been Flandra who's actually being able to pick up wins on this Rek'Sai so far.
One of the things I do trust in this Gen G side is Duro, if he can get his hands on a Poppy, because at the moment, Poppy has been fantastic at this tournament, and at least looking at Top Esports, you would like another engage tool for Hong to try and round out this composition. Plus, it's been the picks that Hong has performed the best on, but if you end up with a Poppy on the opposite side, that can make it very difficult for Hong to really be the engage tool, or even for Kanavi to follow up effectively on this Xin Zhao.
You do want Hong to have a little bit of comfort because we were talking about how he's been sick across the last few days, hasn't really been able to have the performances he'd like. His coaching staff is saying he's getting better now, we expect him to be able to really perform, but I think so far at this Worlds, Hong hasn't shone in the way you'd expect him to for this Top Esports lineup.
And they ban away his possible counter engage with Renata there. When you're showing this type of dive, definitely a worthy ban. In the end, the Corki that has been very, reliably in the meta here with the extra dash does a lot pretty well universally, and a takeaway from Ruler on top of that.
Where are you looking, Genji? AD carrying in support. Lucian, the current hover for Ruler. He is very comfortable on this champion. Him, Pays, and Viper, really the big three that I look at and think of when you're talking about Lucian picks, and there's the Brawl to go alongside it.
Yeah, and I mean, even when we saw Ruler play this at Worlds, was getting these massive CS leads over his opposition just off of the laning alone. So very, very comfortable on it, especially alongside the Braum. Now it looks like Hung going to end up opting in towards the Nico, looking to put a little bit of pushback against this Lucian Braum early power and set up nicely for that engage tool that we were looking for Top Esports.
Yeah, Top Esports last time around, and you kind of talk about him being sick a little, but he did not have the best Nico game. So see if this one can be a bit better. Again, it is not going to be a very easy one. You've got Talia, Rox, and Braum to worry about when you're navigating for these engages, so you really do have to be on.
Now here's the possible dive. It will materialize. Kanavi comes across, Ruler forced away. Can just be to deny some of these minions as well. Winter's Bite onto Jacula. Duro the target. Kanavi going to be looking to try and get the damage down onto Duro. Hung with a great tower aggro juggle on the cannon. And Kanavi and Jacula are able to pick up that first blood. Ruler forced away at half HP. Can you hear?
Activate on champions and
Bells
stuff
as well.
Hung going in here, looking for Ruler, who dashes away with the relentless pursuit. Hung flashing forward, though. The barrier coming out. Valkyrie forward from Jacula. Because blows down onto him. And Jacula flashes just in time to survive the Gatling gun coming out. Hung, a couple more auto attacks on him. And Light Slinger out Ardent plays. Genji turn it on its head on the bot side. Winner's Bite just wide.
Up on that bottom side.
Canyon now looking for the dive up towards top side. Can be a little bit risky. Flash in from Keen, bow breaker from Canyon. Not risky at all, it seems. Perfectly juggled by Genji. This will be a 3v3 as Queen comes across. Kanavi able to pick up the first of the grubs. Cannon diving in, the cease and desist, but a great between worlds from Cream will get him out. Hung coming in with the strangled thorns as well. The dive forward with the void rush, Crescent Guard out. Keen survives through the tunnel. A great seismic shot finds two, and just as you think you got him, Genji get you right back 2-0, and all of it on that seismic shot from Chovy. Duro flashes. Genji somehow all come out alive.
Oh, the skirmish from Genji! What? They get out alive! Keen survives! And in the end, they will get both.
The tower, Canyon looking for that cease and desist. Hung, Blooming Burst gets a bit of damage. Pop Blossom. Canyon tries to escape, but he's locked up with the Tangle Bombs. Unbreakable from Duro, keeping his jungler alive, but Jacula will take down 166 back in as Jackie falls for it. Canyon goes down in the dive. It's a 2-for-1 to Top Esports. The collapse coming in from Kanavi as Ruler has Flash and Barrier to try and get away from this, and should be able to dash out with that relentless pursuit. Chovy looking for a gank up towards the top side, won't materialize for him. And in the end, Top Esports coming out on top in that dive.
Jackie Love taking no prisoners.
Yeah, honestly, this is a masterclass from Genji. Ruler and Duro, they push Jackie out so hard. Wait a second.
Flank jumps onto Duro, weirding back with a seismic shove. Between worlds goes Cream and dives onto Duro and flashes, and immediately he's locked up with the concussive blows that re-engage from Genji. Perfect as they dive in with the cease and desist. Jackie Love can't survive. The onslaught of Keen and Canyon, a seismic shove buries Top Esports. 369 looks for the flash. An unstoppable onslaught. Cowards, he cries as he runs away from the fight.
Genji are speed running TES right now. It is crazy. Ruler and Duro, they pushed out Jackie in the mid lane, and so then Hung using the flash to
aim, but the windows are rapidly closing on them as Hong goes forward. Pop Blossom onto 3, and perhaps that's it. Hong with a beautiful Pop Blossom. Ruler trying to get away as Hong chases him down, but Ruler escapes with the culling. Cream forced down towards the bottom side of the fight. Kanavi diving in. Wind becomes lightning, but Ruler dodges to the side of it. The redemption not enough. In the end, Kanavi will find his man. But off an incredible Pop Blossom, it's to walk through me, and through me is also through a seismic shove as Genji look for the engage. Keen with a perfect bang. The Pop Blossom's only going to find the jungler. It's not enough. Crescent Guard from Kanavi won't keep him alive through the damage that is Ruler. The dash back from Cream. Oh, it's a shellacking. It's a demolition. I'm not even sure we're allowed to show this on your screens. Genji with a 5-0 ace at 22 minutes.
Yeah, I think we just witnessed the murder. That is Genji absolutely crushing Top Esports with a clean ace, losing no one, face tanking towers in the aftermath.
The fact that they're still able to tank towers just says how...
And We're even going to see them continue.
Pop Blossom only going to hit onto Duro. Not able to chase any further as Canyon jumps across the wall with a Vault Breaker. Duro, Redemption coming down, Unstoppable Onslaught won't be enough damage. Duro survives! Duro survives again, you just can't kill him. As Kanavi's caught out by Keen, he's going to pop the Crescent Guard to try and survive, but is guarding nada. Jackie Love and Cream feel the full power of the culling. Chovy's flashing the damn wall, for goodness sake, as Gen G once again ace top esports and will push down mid.
They're going to potentially end the game, and Baron hasn't even spawned yet. It's 30 seconds, and Gen G, they're just eyeing up the Nexus.
Rated R for mature, this game was anything but kind from Gen G. 21 kills to 5. Duro, he dies to a tower as Hung tries to do something to defend, but Gen G sub 25 minutes dismantle